And now we move on to the next fight. You got Abubakar Nurmagomedov taking on Gadzhi Omrghadzhiev. And honestly, at the start I was picking Abubakar Nurmagomedov, but then I realized that this fight's at 170 pounds, and because it's at 170, I like Gadzhi Omrghadzhiev in this matchup here. It's going to be very, very interesting though. Abubakar Nurmagomedov has not fought in a year and a half, and even then he was out grappling Jared Gooden, who I guess is a pretty good fighter, but he's not like the top of the top. And then he lost to David Zawada by submission. I don't even know if Zawada's still in the UFC anymore. I know he lost to Alex Morono by decision. I think someone else by decision as well. So that might have been the end of his career. But yes, Abubakar, I'm not too sure what he's been doing for the last year and a half, because now he's about 32, 33 years old. He's kind of at the end of his peak. And Gadzhi Omrghadzhiev right now was in his prime. I know he took a pretty big loss when he lost to Caio Borralho. I picked Caio Borralho as an underdog in that one. Literally no one was picking Gadzhi Omrghadzhiev in that, but I really like Caio Borralho as a prospect. And yeah, Gadzhi, he kind of got beaten in his own game. Caio Borralho was out grappling him, he was out wrestling him. But I guess in hindsight that is Caio Borralho. Caio Borralho is a really good fighter. But he was too small for Borralho. Borralho's pretty big, like he's not massive for 185, but he's pretty big, and Gadzhi, in my opinion, was just looking a little bit too small. So I think the move down to 170 pounds is a smart play. I think it's a great move, and if he looks good on the scales, I'm gonna side with him. But if Gadzhi Omrghadzhiev like misses weight, or if he looks terrible on the scales, I might consider picking Abubakar on this one here, because it's just a tough one. I feel like either way, both guys do have similar styles. They're both going to be trying to implement it on each other, but I like the fact that Gadzhi Omrghadzhiev is hopefully going to bring down that strength and that power that he had at 185, bring it down to 170. Also, Gadzhi's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. Like, he won by knee bar over Yancey Silva, and Yancey Silva is a pretty good grappler himself. He beat good guys on the regional scene as well. So did Abubakar. He was fighting on PFL, but I'm going to be going with Gadzhi. It's a fight I was picking Abubakar to win, but I didn't really realize it was 170. I don't know how I missed that in my early prediction video. But yeah, I like Gadzhi in this fight. I'm not confident at him. Like, I'm not going to pretend like I'm confident. But I feel like he should be able to win this one. I think it's going to be a decision win here. I think both guys are going to try and implement a similar game plan. But I think Gadzhi's just going to be able to last longer. I think he's going to have to beat a cardio out of the two. Oh, it's so weird trusting Gadzhi Omrghadzhiev, because I don't like the way he looked against Borralho, but I don't like the way that Nurmagomedov lost to David Zawada either. It's an interesting one. I've got to side with Gadzhi. It's so tough though. It really is.